say life's a beach. Some kick sand, others sleep with the fishes, and a few ride the waves. For the next 3 weeks, 8 drivers are hoping the surf is in their favor. It's round 2 in the playoff fight, and we're taking the trucks to the beach.
Live from the virtual and historical Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's the Lightning Before the Thunder pre-race show presented by Kubia's Tackle. And this is round 2 of the playoffs. The first punch in this heavyweight bout hits the rough half mile of asphalt not too far off the sands of Myrtle Beach. This track served as a proving ground for the sport's biggest names, including 3 generations of Earnhardts, Jeff Gordon, and more. And tonight, it's a proving ground for the 8 remaining drivers hoping to ride the Lightning and hoist the inaugural Thunderclap Championship. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Bo Condon, a married man, live in the RL Productions Command Center alongside our in-race reporter and commissioner Justin Clapper. We are thrilled to bring you another exciting installment of the Thunderclap playoffs. But before we do that, let's take a look back at round number 1.
Race number 1 started with full throttle, unrestricted speed at iRacing Super Speedway as the trucks locked bumpers and horns on the 3-mile surface. Roger Diebold won race 1 and locked himself into the round of 2, holding off James Walton and Dustin Stallings. Race number 2 sent us to the Irish Hills of Michigan, where clean and tight racing all night ended with one of the best finishes of the season as the top 3 collide, sending Roger and Tyler Truex into the grass and sending Thomas Aaron onto victory lane in a spoiler win over the playoff drivers. And the sun came up on the right side of the track in a must-win situation for Ryan Truex. He dominated most of the race using pit strategy to his advantage to outlast the rest of the field. But where there's victory, there is defeat, as Cole Gadjadores found himself eliminated on a tiebreaker when the checkered flag flew at the Roval. Also unfortunately eliminated were Bobby Grant and Brandon Cash. When the smoke cleared, 3 drivers went home and 8 lived to race another day on their pursuit for the Thunderclap Championship. And as we take a look at the points, as they stand now, you can see that we have a 3-way tie for the final playoff spots, while Tommy Allen Jr. is only 1 point to the good. So 1 slip, 1 slide, 1 spin, and your playoff hopes can be sent to the garage real quick this round. When it's all said and done at the Bristol Dirt in 3 weeks, 6 more fighters will move on and 2 more will head for the showers.
And it is certainly going to be a hot one tonight here in Myrtle Beach. Justin Clapper, do you have me down there on track?
I got you loud and clear, Bo. Welcome back to the booth, my man.
Thank you, sir. It was a fun time away. I did miss the beautiful broadcast, but I will, give myself a little bit of credit. I kind of did a thing while I was away and had myself a wedding on the beach, and it was a beautiful day with my beautiful bride. Look at that supermodel. That's what I get to spend the rest of my life with, and I'm hype about it. It is awesome to be a married man, and it was awesome to have some beers like that with the little lady on the beach. It was a lot of fun, but instead of talking married life stuff, let's talk about tonight's race and what we can expect to see out there on the track.
Yes, let's talk about this now retired short track. But first off, another congratulations to you and Catherine. Here at the Thunderclap Stock Car Invitational, we are beyond thrilled for you guys and glad you got to enjoy some time away from the chaos to really enjoy your marriage. And again, congratulations. But yes, Myrtle Beach Speedway, a formerly known famous short track, now currently retired, unfortunately, but a short track that is very, very popular amongst the NASCAR community. A lot of grassroots racing here, a lot of famous late model races have been performed on this racetrack. And then the trucks used to race here back in the day. And you're looking at the return of the trucks here on iRacing. Very, very slick setup. This is the identical setup to what we ran at South Boston in the trucks earlier this year. But a lot of different complaints amongst drivers, some fighting a very tight condition, others fighting a very loose condition, all depending on where you have your steering offset and ratio, that along with brake bias. So the only 3 adjustments that you're allowed to make.
Yeah, and with that little room for adjustments, it creates little room for error. You can actually see how much these guys are having to fight and saw on the wheel. You were making comments earlier about how hard Ryan Truex was having to work on that wheel. And certainly tonight, we're going to have a lot of that with, I mean, it's just like they have one of those big lumberjack saws out there at a track like this.
Absolutely, Bo. And I'm going to go ahead and take you folks around this Myrtle Beach Speedway. We're going to do a quick hot lap here as you can hear the engine revving up here on my mic. But TJ Majors making a call from the booth. Go ahead and take a lap around Myrtle Beach Speedway. Right along. Very tight corner here in 3 and 4. You'll come out as you see Robert Walton to my outside. Very, very touchy with the gas. Slight brake, letting it roll, let the nose settle. As you come off, you want to aim for that Myrtle Beach Speedway logo as you get back heavy into the gas. Hard charge into turn 3. Hard on the brake, let the nose turn around. You're going to ease into the throttle. Wait for the truck to come completely straight off the corner before you get back into gas. And that's a lap around the Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Well, it looked good, looked like a fast lap, and you can tell you are working hard just to keep that thing going. Looks like a real fun track, and I think it's going to be a real exciting race for everyone tonight. We talked about the playoff situation in that recap earlier. Here are your points, and as you can see, we have a tie for the final spot. That is an entertaining thing in itself, and we will certainly be covering the action of those drivers all night long. I'm talking about Tony Burleson, Robert Walton, and Ryan Zunk. All 3 of those guys are going to have to do a lot to make sure that they can advance onto this 3rd round in 3 weeks after Bristol Dirt. But I tell you what, Justin, real quick while I have you here, let's do one of our favorite segments, Send It or Forget It.
Absolutely, Bo. Been looking forward to the return of this segment, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you got to throw at me.
All right. So, question number 1 in Send It or Forget It. The favorite in the round of 2 has already won in the round of 1. Send it or forget it.
I think send it, Bo. I think the man to look at right now is that man with the must-win situation last week, Ryan Truex. I believe he is going to be the favorite in this one. He's the man that has the most experience on unique style racetracks, racing in the top 3 of NASCAR's touring series in the Camping World Truck Series. But having the laps on, I'm not sure if he's ran on Myrtle Beach or not, but a very talented short track driver. You know he's got plenty of experience. Both Truex do. It's in the bloodstream at New Hampshire next week. Very, very popular racetrack for the Truex family, and we'll discuss a lot more of that next week. In the Bristol Dirt, he ran there earlier this year. So a guy with a lot of experience, it's got to go to Ryan Truex as the favorite for this round.
Well, I agree with you. I say send it. That's my favorite as well. All right, round 2 will reward us with a first-time winner, and he'll be a playoff driver. Send it or forget it.
I'm going to go ahead and say forget it. I say that is going to be next round that we see a playoff driver get his first win. And I'm looking at that big super speedway of Daytona is one that I got circled for a couple playoff drivers. And I know I spoke with Tony Burleson. He's definitely got that one circled as well.
Well, that'd be nice if Tony wins it. I'm actually going to go ahead and say send it because we got that Bristol Dirt coming up here not too long. And I think that's going to create a lot of chaos and potentially a new winner. Look, you can see Tony's already practicing for Bristol Dirt.
Oh, yeah. He's hanging the right rear out there. That's for sure.
Well, practice has come to a close, and that means it is time for qualifying. So we will be able to actually see this qualifying session, as we've learned a new way to do things around here. And that's exciting for all of us. So we will give you live look-ins at the qualifying session and make sure to show you the results so that you see them update as we go along. Right now you can see Brandon Cash, unfortunately eliminated last week. He is heading out there right now to go ahead and put his lap down. Looks like a couple different guys are heading out there. Tyler Truex is also one of them. He's already wrapped, and he is taking his green flag. You can see just how far he arcs it down in there. He kind of glides up a little bit. You don't want to touch the apron here because there's all types of matter and dust down there. But looks like a decent lap for Tyler Truex. We'll have to see. Woo, he gets a little loose on exit. And that'll do it. He's actually, yeah, and that doesn't count. He'll get that fixed up. Also go over and look at Robert Walton. He's putting a lap down now. He is third fastest as it is. Roger Diebold actually just put his lap down in that beautiful 38. These are your results so far. Roger Diebold so close, but does not get Tyler Truex from the pole. Cole Gadgedoris also on the track right now. He was unfortunately eliminated in a tiebreaker scenario last week and got a little bit of air as well. Tony Burleson, we were just talking about him. He is currently sitting fourth on the board. And Ryan Truex, he is now making his way out onto the track, taking her nice and slow, timing himself up. I'm interested to see how quick this lap is going to be. Let's go into his gyro cam and see.
This is something I want to take a good look at myself, though. We talked about him being the favorite coming into tonight, last week's winner. Really watch how he works the wheel here, ladies and gentlemen, as you see him throw it into one here. And those turtles you see on the inside line, that's not just a white line. There's turtles that you see famous, we talked about them last week at the Roval, but even more dangerous here at Myrtle Beach, as you see him really working that wheel off the corner. You get your left sides down on that white line and bounce one of them turtles, going real loose on entry. It goes right around. P3 so far for Ryan Truex.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at the results. He was actually just bumped up by Greg Vielle, who takes the second spot, and Roger now is sitting on the pole. He had a quick fast lap, and that's bumped Tyler Truex all the way down to third.
All right, I said we go ahead and try to whip me a lap here. I'm going to go ahead and cut off comms, my friend, and go ahead and turn me a lap around this Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Yes, sir, you go right ahead. We'll follow along. While he gets ready to throw his qualifying lap down, we'd love to thank our sponsor tonight, Checkered Flag Books. David Hall and his wife Victoria have been absolutely wonderful sponsors during this entire week. We're so glad to have them on board with us for this Checkered Flags Books 200, and we'll have more on Checkered Flag Books in Usborne Books later. See, Clapp pulls out onto the track now to put that hot lap down. He is one of the last ones to put a lap down. Stan's now doing a good job of keeping off the apron. We'll hop in his gyro cam. See how hard his hands are working. Throttle, not hard back into a straight. There is a lap. Let's see where that put him. Not the lap that he was looking for. In 17. All right, let's see where that put him. Jumped up to 13th. Not bad considering a lot of these guys have a lot of laps on this track. Well, with that, qualifying is complete. We now await the grid. And before we go ahead and do that, let's take a quick break and check out our sponsor, Checkered Flag Books.
Hi, I am Victoria Hall, and I run Checkered Flag Books. We have books for all ages and stages, learning new things such as potty training, and learning yoga and keeping your body healthy. We have books on how to control our emotions and how to be kind and learn table manners. We have books for all ages, from pregnancy to newborn, to young students, to those going to school and beyond. We also have activity books like drawing and painting and puzzles for all ages. We have sports books from anything you could imagine, including cars. We also have books for the fall and Halloween season that we're currently in now. If I can help you get any of these books into your home, feel free to send me a message or find me on Linktree. Can't wait to help you out.
And we thank you, Victoria, for that message. Be sure to check out Checkered Flag Books on Linktree. So, Clap, we got 4 minutes. Tell us a little bit about your Q lap and what you felt out there with the track.
Yeah, definitely way too conservative on my lap. Ran a long green flag run during practice, and fortunately kind of went in there with that same mindset. A lot of these guys are just really sending it in there. It's something I got to work on my own, of just kind of changing the mindset of a race trim to a Q trim. Definitely a different process in the mind here on iRacing and even in real life. So we'll get it figured out. I think we got a fast enough truck to ride around the top 10 tonight and hopefully click off a better finish than that. So not too upset about it. Got some decent talent around me, so it'll be fun.
Well, sounds like a plan, sir. We are 3 minutes away from the start of this thing. And while we wait for the drop of the green flag, let's go ahead and take our first commercial break to thank all of our sponsors.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Now's the time to get your landscape lighting system tuned up for the summer months. You're going to have people over your house. You want to have your home, your back deck, back patio, around your swimming pool, all your landscape lighting tuned up and ready. Give us a call here at the office, 410-721-2342. We'll be glad to get that scheduled for you.
It's 8 a.m. Your car's engine is already hot. Now it's time to look the part. At Paint Correction by Associated, we know that it's not enough to just offer the best products and services. You need the best customer experience in auto detailing. We test all of our products on our cars long before we trust them with your ride. We start with our best foot forward, a state-of-the-art water treatment system yielding the best results for our detailing products. A precise, meticulous, and caring service with unmatched results. The job's done right. Your car's not like new. It's so much more. Paint Correction by Associated. Call today to schedule your appointment. Cars aren't just our passion. They're our career.
Dad, remember how I was going to change the name? Well, I've been dreaming up something new. Take this great beer cooler and all this cool beer in it. Dad.
Keep those prices low, baby.
Low.
How's my friendly staff?
Groovy.
Toss me a dog.
Some dream, huh?
Whoa! Midway Liquors, Route 40 in Joppa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the Checkered Flags Books 200, and it's time to grid it up. Starting on the pole, you can see Greg Vielle went ahead and got it. Starting next to Roger Diebold in the 38. In row number 2, you've got Tyler Truex and Ryan Truex. The Truex cousins starting side by side. A lot of playoff drivers right up here in the front. Row 3, you've got Thomas Aaron, the spoiler winner at Michigan. Can he do it again here tonight? Alongside Robert Walton, another playoff driver. Matt Garrett in the 7 in row 4 with David Hall, our sponsor vehicle tonight. We'll be sure to check in on the 57 throughout the night and see how that Checkered Flag Books vehicle is doing. Row 5 rounding out the top 10, it's Tony Burleson in the 79 with Ryan Zunk, 2 other playoff drivers side by side, and they'll be fighting for that final spot 3 weeks from now. You got Chase Leahy, our Thundercam driver in the 34, alongside of Cole Gadgedoris, 89, that went airborne. These guys went airborne together. That was fun at the Roval. Row 7, you do have our commissioner of the clap, Justin Clapper, alongside Bobby Grant in the 14, who unfortunately was eliminated last week, but is here ready to run and play spoiler. Row 8, you've got Josh Koner and Brandon Cash, a fan favorite, and unfortunately one of our guys that was eliminated last week as well. But he's all jacked up on Mountain Dew and ready to go for tonight. And rounding out the group is Steven Lachinsky in the 99 Monster Jam machine. Let's see if he can monster his way up to the front as we are rolling. Take a look at our weather, sponsored by RL Productions. A brisk 66 degrees for these trucks, but no rain in the forecast and no fog either, so it's going to be a pretty one out here tonight. Half-mile track with 4 turns and a little bit of a dog leg. It's kind of got a weird shape to it, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to eat these tires up. They got 4 sets behind the wall, and I tell you, they're going to want them every single time they pit, so tire strategy will be key. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are off on the pace truck. You know what that means. Next time around, we will take the green flag. Roger Diebold and Greg Vielle will fight it out right from the start. Who's going to win this one? Well, you'll just have to wait and see in 200 laps. We thank Checkered Flag Books for hopping on board for the Checkered Flags Books 200 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. The pace truck is in the round turn number 4. And ladies and gentlemen, let's let the thunder roll. Greg Vielle already pushes himself way ahead of these guys, gets a nice sound lead as Tyler Truex clears the 38, and now Ryan Truex start to work on Roger Diebold. And caution is out. Looks like we got some trucks in the back. May have had some contact. Let's see if we can't see what the incident was. Oh, Oh, Matt Garrett just loses it coming out of the corner a little too hard in the gas, and that was right in front of Tony Burleson and the 34 of Chase Leahy. We'll have to see what his camera angle looked from that. Ooh, he had to dip, dive, and dodge. Let's take a look on his gyro cam and see what he saw. Oh, little move through the grass. No damage, though, to the Thunder cam. Rejoin live. I can't imagine we'll see any takers, maybe other than the 7 of Matt Garrett, who is indeed heading down pit road. May not be substantial damage, but enough that I would take a look at it. I know it's early in the race. You don't want to use up any fast repairs. Doesn't look like he's going to have to. Zoom in a bit. It's a bit dark. This track does not have lights on pit road, which makes it extra fun for these pit crew guys. But yeah, it looks like he's just going to fix some of that damage and then get on back out there. We'll rejoin our leaders and see. Haven't lined back up yet. Tyler Truex able to clear Roger Diebold. I'm interested to see how he plays out this restart. That's kind of a teammate that he has right there in front of him. How nice is he going to be knowing that playoffs are well in swing here? Speaking of playoffs, let's go ahead and take a look at the points. You can see Roger Diebold sitting pretty at top, but it gets real interesting down there where Tommy Allen is. He's only 1 point to the good, and then the rest, they're all tied for that last final spot. Only 6 will move on, so it's going to get real hairy here in the next few weeks to decide who moves on in this playoff push. The pace truck pulls off. We'll get ready. Lap 7 will hit lap 8. And the Thunder rolls. See Tyler Truex kind of try and look, but now Ryan Truex actually the one that's making a move on the outside of Tyler Truex as Greg Vielle starts to pull away a bit. Ryan Truex will clear Tyler Truex. Ryan Truex doing kind of what he's been doing since the Roval, meticulously moving through the field. He was dominant with over a 7-second lead at points at the Roval. I don't know if he'll get that big of a lead here tonight on such a short track, but he is moving up there nonetheless. Take a look back in our field and see what else there is to see with some of our other drivers. You can see Thomas Aaron starting to make a move. Action back here with Tony Burleson and Chase Leahy starting to make some progress after that pass through the grass. You can see the damage on the front of Tony Burleson. Elected not to come in and fix that. And there is David Hall in that 57. Beautiful Checkered Flag Books paint scheme. Thank you to Checkered Flag Books for sponsoring tonight's event. And here's a little bit about Checkered Flag Books. Victoria Hall is a team leader for Checkered Flag Books with Usborne Books and more. Usborne and Kane Miller books are the most exciting, engaging, and educational books on the market today. They are high quality, innovative, lavishly illustrated, and best of all, they are the books kids love to read. Choose from over 1,800 bright, colorful, and fun titles covering a wide variety of subjects. Find her and Checkered Flag Books on Linktree and find the perfect book for your young readers. Speaking of now, David Hall making a move on the inside of Robert Walton. moves him up to 6th place. A log jam back here with the 34, the 66, and the 79 now. It almost looked like they wanted to push it 3 wide. I don't advise that right now, honestly. And while we were doing that plug, let's jump up and check up. Oh, what you know. Ryan Truex has taken the lead from Greg Vielle, with Thomas Aaron now working his way under Greg Vielle. Ooh, they make contact, actually. Thomas Aaron using all he can with that shiner buck, actually giving a bit of a shiner to the 26. And Greg Vielle continues to fall back, now getting pressure from Tyler Truex and Roger Diebold. If I were these guys, I would move and move quickly, because I do not want to let that 40 get a big lead like he did last week, because he'll just put a hurting on him. Take a look towards the back of the field. Looks like this is still a big old cluster fun. Chase Leahy with Tommy Allen Jr. now. Tommy is one of those guys that is only 1 point to the good before this race. So every point does matter. Every position does matter tonight, because we're going to a lot of tracks that you don't know how it's going to turn out. New Hampshire can be a wild card, and certainly Bristol Dirt will be a wild card. So this is a nice short track, a good opportunity to get points, and get a good solid race in before you really want to start worrying about it. Of Dustin Stalling working under Ryan Zunk, another one of those tied guys for that final playoff spot. 42 of Dustin Stallings had himself a hell of a race back at iRacing Super Speedway a few weeks ago. We covered him in the recap at the beginning of the show. And that tied machine is looking a little loose here today, but I know that 42 has speed, and I think we'll get up to the front here eventually. We knew he had speed at iRacing Super Speedway. Everybody had speed at iRacing Super Speedway. They're going like 245 miles an hour. I see you in the comment section. Holy smokes, how they get Tommy Allen to race for him. You know, nothing but the best spared no expense around here. A lot of interesting fun. Oh, wrong button. A lot of interesting fun over here. With, actually, who is that's Cole Gadgedoris. He's in a red car today. Oh, and we have ourselves a caution. Let's see who done it. It's like Josh Koner may have had an issue. He's under pressure from the leader. Yep. Same place as Matt Garrett earlier. Lost it, and then the leaders are coming, so best just to throw that yellow and make sure that none of the leaders are impacted. You can see just how quickly Ryan Truex was coming up on the 9. That's a simple spin, back in the gas too hard. Happens to the best of us sometimes, especially if you know you are the last car on the lead lap and do not want to lose that lap. I'm sure that's what was happening there. Like the 4 of Seth Gadgedoris may be, yes, he is on pit road. Didn't look like he took any tires. May have just fixed some damage. Was already back in the pack and said, well, why the heck not? Whenever I'm on track, I like to do that. If I know I got a little bit of damage and I'm already towards the back, let's just go in and fix a couple seconds of that if we can, and then head back out. It's only going to happen. About 27 laps into this race, we've already had 2 cautions and 1 lead change, and that was the Ryan Truex machine taking the lead. Reminder, stages tonight, 60, 120. So at lap 60 will be the end of stage number 1, and lap 120 at the end of stage number 2 for a total of 200 laps. jump in and check on our Thundercam driver, Chase Leahy, and see how he's doing. There is his awesome setup. Love seeing that camera angle. You can see his hands in there working on his steering wheel. You can see all three of his monitors. It's a great look. We love seeing this thing, and we love seeing this thing back up towards the front. He had some great races the last couple weeks while I was away. I want to see him get up there for myself. We thank Chase Leahy for giving us his inboard camera, and later we'll be checking in on Roger Diebold, one of our other playoff drivers and previous winners, and check his in-car position. And of course, our Thundercam is brought to you by TLC Incorporated out of Gambrills, Maryland, specializing in irrigation, outdoor lighting, garage makeovers, and all types of other awesome things to make your property a showcase. All right, pace car is going to pull off. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. The green flag is going to wave once they turn up around turn number 4. Let's see if Ryan Truex can hold them off. Onto the back stretch, Ryan Truex clears the 69 of Tyler Truex. Greg Vielle lines up right in front of Roger Diebold, and he's got a scary-looking rear-view camera right now. Ooh, Roger almost scrapes the wall there a little bit. Dives deep in, and that is a terrifying sight. Roger Diebold starts to look. As you can see, Thomas Aaron in the back also taking a look. He's to the inside of Robert Walton. And Dustin Stallings back here. He's making a move on Ryan Zunk. And now, everybody's changing position just about everywhere. Let's take a wide look. Bobby Grant in the 14 making a move on Chase Leahy in the 34. Ooh, and that is Thomas Aaron. He's gone around. Significant damage on the driver's side door of the 93. Let's take a look and see how that happened for the 93. He works his way into the corner. Ooh, gets the bumper from the 66 of Robert Walton. And Tony Burleson again. More contact. Go back and take a look. They enter the corner. You see, I don't think the 66 was trying to make this contact, but it happened nevertheless. And the 93 went around. Oof, even got a little bit of air. We'll see exactly what the 79 saw out of his front bumper. You can see the 66 really just trying to dive in there and hope to exit under the 93, but misjudges a little bit, makes contact, and there is no time to slow down for the 79 right into the wheel well. And heavy, heavy front end damage for Tony Burleson, one of our playoff drivers, so that is going to be something to watch. Let's see if Tony decides to bring it in. It looks like he's not, and instead he's going to keep her out there on the track. Must look worse than it drives, which is what we always hope for. Meanwhile, Thomas Aaron also elected not to pit. Saving their fast repairs for later. Maybe they kind of see how this race is going. Not bad wrecks, just it's a small track, so it's hard to get your footing. There's one car that is nice and clean, and that's that 40 Marquee Hot Tubs Ryan Truex machine. Well, while we wait to grin them up, let's check in on a Rolling Thunder from Checkered Flag Books.
Hi, I am Victoria Hall, and I run Checkered Flag Books. We have books for all ages and stages, learning new things such as potty training, and learning yoga and keeping your body healthy. We have books on how to control our emotions and how to be kind and learn table manners. We have books for all ages, from pregnancy to newborn to young students to those going to school and beyond. We also have activity books like drawing and painting and puzzles for all ages. We have sports books from anything you could imagine, including cars. We also have books for the fall and Halloween season that we're currently in now. If I can help you get any of these books into your home, feel free to send me a message or find me on Linktree. Can't wait to help you out.
Hi, Bo.
Ooh, I'm sorry. My booth was... my mic's really off. That's funny. Anyway, now that my mic's back on. Hey, Brandon.
Hi, Bo.
Looks like you did a little bit of nose damage there, son. Your Mountain Dew's all jacked up.
Yeah, I'm all jacked up here. Self spin 11. Yeah, we're on ice skates out here. I'm not equipped for this. Like, I can tell you that.
It does look like you're on ice skates. Is there any kind of adjustments, anything you can do to kind of help that out while you're in the truck right now?
Yeah, it's just a factor of getting good at the game.
Ah, yes.
I'm slowly working on it. Maybe one day I won't. So, I won't be back here, but
Hey, well, you know what? You are a rookie and a playoff driver this year, so to me, that's a great feat in itself. I don't know if we're handing out a Rookie of the Year award, but you totally get my vote.
Yeah, I mean, if not, Gentleman and Scholar will do, So I appreciate it.
Gentleman and Scholar Award it is. All right, sir, I'll let you get back to your team radio chat, and thanks for dropping us a line.
Yes, sir. Bye, Bo. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, sir. And that's why we like Brandon. Yes, Nixie, his Mountain Dew is all jacked up. But these lead cars, they've been able to keep it clean. Also, sorry for the mute there for a little while. I didn't realize I muted myself, but I'm a rookie too. What can I say? All right. Green flag waves, the thunder rolls, and the 40 does it again on the restart. '69 getting... And the... all right. Come on, guys. Get it together. Looks like actually Robert Walton, the 66, another playoff driver, runs into an issue on the restart. Oof. see what happens with the 66 here. He's racing with David Hall on his inside. It happens right here entering turns 1 and 2. Oh, same thing that Brandon did. Just gets so loose and then overcorrects it. Oh, and Chase Leahy, unfortunately, gets significant damage with that. Looks like his nose isn't too kilt. Go in and take a look at what he saw. Oof. Nowhere to go. He was right on someone's bumper, had no time to react. And he is in the pit lane. This isn't the way we like to go to the TLC Thundercam, but what the heck. And you can see with the delay, because we're getting his stream as it's gone live, he's actually pulling onto pit road. Let's see. He's going ahead and taking him some tires. Going to get some damage fixed. He may even... We'll see if he uses his fast repair. It looks like actually he doesn't fix any of the damage, gets some tires, and goes back out there, recognizing that this thing is just wicked loose. And now he's going to have to go fight and get some stage points. These are what the points look like going into tonight's race. Basically, one of those guys that is doing okay, but he can't afford to have a bad race. If he has a bad race and any of those guys below him has themselves a day, that's going to create an issue. Really, there's only 39 points between all of these drivers. So if you think about it, any of these guys have themselves a rough race, go into the garage early, it's going to significantly hurt their chances and could potentially eliminate them from round 3. Pace truck pulls in, and the green flag will wave again for the checker flag books 200. Truex right on the bumper of his cousin. And another caution waves, guys. I'm gonna need you to get together. It's like a lot of, oh man, there was a lot of cars involved in that one. Silly me trying to get the cute angles. Go back and take a look. It had already started there. Looked like the 60, wow, a lot of trucks involved. It's like the 63 contacts the wall. Dustin Stallings gets hit by the 88, and then it's just a roadblock. All types of trucks involved, and Chase Leahy involved in another one. Take a look at half speed. You can see on exit, Tommy Allen Jr. and Dustin Stallings right next to each other. All looks okay. Ooh, and I think the littlest tap from the 88 hits the 63, hits the 42. Oh, Thomas Aaron involved for Josh Koner. The 99, the 14, the 7, the 66, the 11, the 34, the 88, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. That's a Lost joke for any of you that like to watch Lost. But that's virtually half the field taken out in that one. And we're going to have to... maybe, I mean, we can't take a red flag, but I feel like we should totally take a red flag right now. 63... cockeyed on pit road. A lot of trucks on pit road. 7, 14, 42 got work done as well. I would be shocked if a good amount of these guys did not use their fast repair. Looks like, yeah, Tommy Allen certainly did. The Clapper in the 63, no, he did not. Smart play, if you ask me. Bobby Grant, he looks like he used his fast repair. You get one fast repair, one opportunity to get a brand new vehicle. That's it. Chase Leahy has not used his. Trying to see who is still out on pit lane. Like that is Matt Garrett, and he's been out there for a while. He may have already used his fast repair from his incident earlier. And now, unfortunately, he's having to get a lot of work done. You can see he just took tires. He is back out on the track, but he will be a few laps down. Up front. Get ready to take the green this next lap here. Chipper 88, number 1 on East Coast. I love all the comments we're getting tonight. Thank you all for coming away. If you have any questions that you want to ask the drivers, I'll let you know. A couple that I have access to. Actually, I believe Tommy Allen is one of the drivers that I have access to. I'll check that after the end of stage number 1. But for now, we're going to get a stage 1 winner in 3 laps as Ryan Truex blisters him on the restart and pulls away. Roger Diebold trying to make it 3 wide there for a second. Scratching and itching for every playoff point or every point they can get for stage number 1. Not able to make the pass. Ooh, and the 89 makes contact. Great save by Cole Gadjadoris. That was close. Back for our 10th position. There's Robert Walton getting pressure from Chase Leahy, who is looking to get at least 1 playoff point. Not going to be able to do it yet. Back up front, it is Ryan Truex running away with the stage 1 victory, and they're all pretty much single file. No one's going to be able to contest from here on out, and Ryan Truex will win stage number 1 as all 10 go by. There is your top 10 for stage number 1. And now we'll have a great opportunity for people to go ahead and get 4 fresh tires. And some of those guys that may have just pitted and got fresh tires and fixed some damage, it'll be an opportunity for some strategy. Ryan Truex collects the pace car. And see what pit lane looks like, and it is a busy place as all types of vehicles are heading down pit road right now, including our leader, the 40 of Tyler Truex, followed closely by Tyler Truex in the 69. Looks like virtually our entire field is going to go ahead down pit road. Our graphic here so you can get a glimpse of these pit stops. We don't have our traditional pit lane cameras because this isn't a traditional truck track. Cole Gadjadoris comes out. Looks like the 40 of Ryan Truex will beat everybody off of pit road. And they'll file out from there. Here is your top 10 leaving pit road. Clapper went ahead and got him a decent spot. He's up there in the top 10 now. Oh, it looks like it's actually changing up based on the trucks that are going by. Actually, if we look at it nice and deep like, 63 stayed out. Some of that strategy we were talking about. Had the tires. Josh Koner, also one of those guys there. They may be waiting for the wave around. Looks like right now... No, that it is showing Justin Clapper as your leader. Right now, Matt Garrett is actually your only car laps down, and he is 3 laps down. While we're here, let's take a quick opportunity to thank our sponsors and, importantly, thank our command center with some RL Productions Rolling Thunder. Out of our RL Productions Rolling Thunder to bring you the green flag action as Clap has the 40 on the outside, already trying to complete the pass for the lead, and the 40 will do so. Old Tires, no friend of Clap's right now. He's hoping for a quick caution so he can stabilize and try and equalize the positions he's gained by not pitting, and he does get that caution. Oh no, Tommy Allen Jr. again, one of our fan favorites here in the comments section. Looks like he had another issue, and Brandon Cash also with another issue. Let's go back and take a look. You can see Brandon already around at that point. Loses it on entry again. So hard to keep the thing straight. Looks like Tommy Allen actually avoided everything, just slowed down. Oh, that's insult to injury. Tell you, I have never seen Mountain Dew abused so much than it is tonight by Mr. Brandon Cash. Don't get passed by the pace car again. Oh, that Toyota is all jacked. It looks like a Mountain Dew can that someone took to their forehead after a game of Guitar Hero or something. Well, back up towards the front. Sorry, Brandon. Hate to see it. You just hate to see it. But Ryan Truex was dominating on that restart. He went right around the 63 like he wasn't even there. See if we can't get a replay of just how quickly he did it. Here is your restart with Josh Koner there. It's crazy. How did he even get past? Like, he was in essentially the 4th position on this restart. Made quick work of Josh Koner, who was really high on the restart, kind of bottled up that entire outside line, and the 40 just went right to the outside. It stuck. He was gone. Rick Rael followed suit, and Clap had to stop the bleeding as quickly as he could. Tommy Allen in our hearts and in our dreams. 88 forever. I like it. Let's go ahead and ask Clapper a couple questions while we can. Hey Clap, it's Bo up in the booth. You got me for a quick question from the chat.
Got you loud and clear, Bo.
Great, sir. I got one question for you. M Byers 210 asks, Clapper, do you feel like you can get any closer in the next stage to these guys? How's that track feeling?
Yeah, I got a little strategy move right now as we're actually getting ready to take the green. So I'll talk to you hopefully on the next caution.
Sounds good, sir. Go on, get. Yeah, hard to time it out here when you have such short pace laps. So we'll get some more talk from Clapper here in a little bit. And I believe if he was still with us, he would say his strategy play is stay out there, try and minimize the damage with these older tires, and see if he can't get off sequence in a good way. Right now, if he can survive, not get any more damage, and outlast the next time everybody needs to pit, well, then he'll be essentially a set ahead of everybody and have one for the end. 42 of Dustin Stallings was kind of trying to make something on the outside work. He may have just been worried about seeing how loose the 89 was. We've got Ryan Zunk right there. But oh, and the 9 of Josh Koner loses it off the corner. Same way we've been seeing that a lot. These poor guys cannot keep the tires under them. And honestly, we'll take a look at our weather. It hasn't gotten any colder, but I think the fact that this is already such a slick track, old gravel, loose gravel, that they're just not able to get a lot of rubber down, and unfortunately it is slick out there, and it's causing havoc for a couple of these guys. Let's see if we can't get clapped back real quick. Hey, Clap, it's Bo back up in the booth. You got me, sir?
I got you loud and clear, buddy.
Yeah, so they're very short pace laps around here, and it takes me about 3.5 minutes just to move you up into my broadcast booth here. But now that I got you back, let's, I don't know if you want to kind of give us a hint of the strategy. We kind of just talked about it here in the booth, thinking that you're going off sequence here, that staying out. Now you're just trying to minimize damage, basically, and then you'll be ahead of the game when these guys have to pit later.
Well, right now, I don't think I have anything for these guys in the top 4 just yet. Definitely got a top 10 truck. The speed is there. It's just right now a little bit of a strategy. Got involved in that wreck. Didn't want to use my fast repair. Came down just a 4X. I mean, yeah, we got heavy body damage, but luckily we're on a short track. Engine's in good shape. So I took 4 tires with 3 to go in that stage and figured no point in burning up another set. With only 4 sets behind the wall, so I'd go ahead and stay out. And 3 laps will give these guys definitely a little bit of an advantage. But if I can at least file back in my position that I was before the wreck in the top 10, I'll be happy. So we're sitting P5 right now behind some very fast trucks, and hopefully can keep it up here and save that fast repair for when I really need it there at the end of the race.
Well, sounds good, sir. We'll be watching that 63. Glad to see you didn't get too many damage from that crazy wreck earlier. And we'll be looking for that Redcon 1 machine up towards the front and get after it, son.
10-4, buddy.
All right, and they'll start to line back up right now. I'm with Clap. I don't know if anybody's got anything for these front 4. It has been this way the whole race. There is your top 5 currently. Ryan Truex, Greg Vielle, who started on the pole, Tyler Truex, and Roger Diebold. It has not changed from those 4 trucks all race long. Hey, what? Let's go ahead and do a Kubias cam on this restart, and you'll see your points leader in the Kubias cam, Roger Diebold. Ready for action. There's his in-car. You can actually see his camera facing towards him, so you're seeing his actual in-car plus back at him as the green flag waves. Remember, there's a bit of a delay on their camera. Green flag is out, and Ryan Truex pulls away. There is the restart from the Twitch of Roger, and you can see just how crazy and hairy it is on these restarts. But Ryan Truex pulling away yet again, 83 laps into this 200 lap event. In the back, you can see Ryan Zunk making some moves around the outside of Clap. Clap has been staying on that bottom line. I think that's smart. It's you know, kind of a hard move because a lot of those guys want that bottom lane, and by him forcing them to go up high, it kind of prolongs the time it takes for them to go around. If he went to the outside, he'd already be last. So smart move by Clapper. Front. We'll check in here with Ryan Truex. He's getting a bit of pressure from Greg Vielle. And Greg Vielle is getting a bit of pressure from Tyler Truex. Oh, that's as close as it gets. In-car look of Tyler Truex, who I think is getting sick and tired of looking at his own paint scheme. You can hear how much he had to play with the throttle on exit. So much hand movement, trying to get her straight. See just how slick this place is. Interesting here in a few laps, as it looks like they're starting to get a little bit of lap traffic. As you can see, there is the distance between the 99 of Steven Lachinsky and the leaders. Not had to deal with a lot of lap traffic yet. Knowing Steve, he will most likely move out of the way, but still, when you're this loose, it creates a bit of tension trying to get around these guys. As I said, there is your top four. Class of their own tonight. Look now, though, Thomas Aaron in the 93 making a move on the inside of the 89 of Cole Gatchadoris. He's right back to where he started, but we know that he was all the way back in the back. He was in that big one earlier, that multi-truck incident. Great battle here with the 89 of Cole Gatchadoris. Don't look now, but Ryan Zunk also trying to stick his nose in on this battle. Look back at Tony Burleson and David Hall. These guys were racing side by side a few laps ago, but David Hall has got the position. David Hall having himself a good day in that Checkered Flag Books Chevrolet. Kept it clean. I have not seen him in any incidents so far, and at a short track, sometimes that is more than half the battle. as Tyler Truex makes a move to the inside of Greg Vielle. That's just how close it is. Ooh, and Greg Vielle gives the spot to him because he could feel Roger Diebold coming in. Now he tries a crossover move, and he is to the inside of the 69 slightly, but loses it on entry. Smart move to go wide a bit and stick back in. Otherwise, he was going to lose a position to Roger Diebold as well. It's Ryan Truex now getting pressure from the 69. Not as much speed in the 40. Could it be the incoming of the 99 lap traffic, or are the tires maybe starting to go away on the 40? He is there. Ooh, overcooks it a little bit there. That's going to cost him some time. Almost hits, actually does scrape the wall. Way high on entries. Trying so hard to get up to that 40. Right now, the 69 is faster. 69 was 2/10 faster that lap. Just a league of their own here tonight. Not a shocker that they are all playoff drivers. Forty doing a little bit of defense right now, I feel. Hugging the bottom line. Back in the pack, Dustin Stallings just made a pass on Ryan Zunk. Very, very loose there for the 40. The 99 does move out of the way nicely. Solid move by Steve, letting all four of those guys go, not costing them any time. Battle's tamed down just a little bit. 69 may have used a lot of tire trying to get up there, but here he comes again. See how hard the 40 is fighting to get back under the throttle. These tires are unhappy. Brandon Cash does a great job of actually kind of slowed up Roger there a little bit. He was getting out of the way so far, he went up and touched the wall. Look at the view from Roger Diebold. Getting in fourth position, started on the outside pole. Have a quick lap though of 4.57. That is third to Tyler Truex and Ryan Truex's time. Nice long green flag run here. Josh Coney, you can see exiting pit road. He was off sequence. Look at my notes here. Keep in mind what those points look like. And from what we were looking at earlier, it looks like Robert Walton and Ryan Zunk were two of the guys that had the best finishing positions on stage number one. Don't get the real-time updates. Actually, I apologize. It was Ryan Zunk and Tony Burleson, and then you got Robert Walton in that 10th place. So they were all pretty close. Unfortunately, Tommy Allen Jr. did not get any stage points for stage number one, so that does hurt his chances. Right now, he would likely be at the bottom of this stack for round 2, with Ryan Zunk ahead of Tony Burleson and Robert Walton right in between them both. So stage 2 points are going to be very important. We've got just about 7 to go in this first stage. Let's take a look at where they are. Right now, Ryan Zunk sitting in the 7th place. And pressure from David Hall, and actually just got passed by Cole Gadjadoris. We got Robert Walton in 10th. That's where he finished in stage number 1. And Tony Burleson right behind him. He can make that pass. That will do him wonders. Tommy Allen Jr. right behind him. We've got Josh Koner in between them. But these 3 guys here need to battle for these final stage points. For the last stage points that are going to be awarded tonight. From here on out, it's going to just be how quickly you can, or what the finishing position you can get at the end of this. Ryan Zunk sitting in 7th. Looks like he has the best chance to move forward right now. He's showing some good speed. We saw how loose Cole Gadjadoris was earlier. Back up towards the front. As I check, it is still Ryan Truex by over half a second. Tyler Truex, Greg Vale, and Roger Diebold. Kind of how it's been all night. Thomas Aaron sitting there in the 5th position. He has worked his way back up after a hard wreck earlier. Still sitting in that 5th position, exactly where he started. Nice place to be when you're sitting midway through the race. Back up the front, Ryan Truex dealing with lap traffic. He's got Bobby Grant right in front of him. Bobby Grant was a playoff driver, and he's a hard-nosed racer. He does not want to give up this spot and potentially go a lap down here. He'll be the lucky dog, but he doesn't want to do it that way. He wants to finish on the lead lap, and he's actually holding up the 40 of Ryan Truex, and this is giving the 69 an opportunity. The 69 gives the bumper to the 40 as they come to the line. It will be Ryan Truex with the stage. He's got to be frustrated with the 14 of Bobby Grant, but hey, buddy, he's running his race too, and Bobby Grant did a great job of running that race and staying on the lead lap. As they go, this is your top 10 for stage number 2. Talk about Robert Walton finishes 10th again. Ryan Zunk made it up to 6th, actually. Got past Cole Gadjadoris, and so did Dustin Stallings. Well, before we sort all this out, we're going to go ahead and take a nice Rolling Thunder presented by TLC as I go get me a glass of water, because there's a lot of talking and a lot of fun here tonight. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for staying with us through stage number 2. This is the Checkered Flags Books 200.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. We're on a project today in Annapolis, Maryland, illuminating a pier for a client. They want to have some illumination so they can walk out here at night. So passing boats, don't be a liability. People are coming in with boats. They don't know the area. Sometimes not as safe as the rest of us would like them to be. Specifically on a pier, dangers. You're out here at night, you don't have the proper illumination. You might have folks that are not supposed to be at your pier at night. If you have illuminated, you can see them, and they can see when they come back in. When we're doing a pier job, there's a lot of drilling that goes in, so you don't see any of the wiring. So we cross drill 3 or 4 times, and then when we clean all that up, we pull the wire cabling back, all the wire disappears, and then we fill the post back. So with these new Bluetooth fixtures that we're installing behind us, all you see is the light at night, fixture during the day, which is really key to a beautiful job. So for all your outdoor lighting needs, give us a call at the office at 410-721-2342.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are joined by David Hall in that Checkered Flag Books machine. You're looking good out there. What's the truck feel like?
I guess world of both tight and loose. Long run, I feel like we've got a good truck. Short run, I need to work on my short run. If there's a caution back to back, I got to work on the short run. But so far, I feel like I've got a long Checkered Flag Books truck right now.
Well, it's looked good and it's looked clean. You've kept it out of incidents all race long, and looking at a lot of these trucks, that is a gift, and it's showing the talent that you have out there on the track. But speaking of talent and showing us some stuff, why don't you talk a little bit about Checkered Flag Books?
It's run by my wife. I'm a actual local racer in North Carolina, so she sponsors my car. But she has books for all ages, activity books. She even has racing books. My son loves the racing books. So, I mean, if you've got, it's for kids of all ages. So any age, any activity that you can think of, she's got a book for it. They love to do it. She loves to sell them. She's a big advocate for books. That's one of her favorite things to do in life is read. And when she took on this venture, I was a little hesitant at first about it because, you know, I didn't know how well, you know, books would sell. But she's doing pretty good for herself. And, you know, I figured this would be another way for her to reach new customers. She's always looking for people to, as she says it, host parties, you know, to meet people, but also to sell you know, buy the products that she has. And like I said, you got a book for every age and anything. Right now, she's big on the Halloween because it's about Halloween. And after that, it'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas. But, you know, just check her out. And if you want to reach out to her or me, you can on Facebook. And we'll be happy to help you guys.
Well, thank you so much for that awesome plug there, David. And also, I have to commemorate your ability to talk, drive, avoid the wreck, and go back under caution. That was well done, and it gave you enough time to go ahead and dive right in and finish up the spiel. We appreciate you and your wife for jumping on and being the sponsor for this Checkered Flag Books 200. It has been a lot of fun, and we love seeing that 57 nice and clean. Good luck here tonight, and of course, good luck in real life back at your home track.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'm going to send you back to your race control, and good luck. We'll talk to you here in a little while.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
That is David Hall, driver of the 57 Checkered Flag Books machine. You saw that incident earlier at Thomas Aaron, a veteran making a non-veteran move, really. I should say a veteran, at least of the Thunderclap series, as far as that's concerned. And, you know, that's a guy that's won a couple races. So that gives you an idea of just how hard this track is to drive. He's actually getting a good bit of damage repaired right now on pit road. I believe he's already used his fast repair from the last big incident, so this is going to significantly, honestly, with only 70 to go, this is going to kill his chances at winning here tonight. But it does give opportunity for some of those playoff drivers. A good driver is out of the woodwork now, or out of the playing field at least. So a couple of these guys that have not been able to get the stage points that they should have, I'm talking to Tony, Robert, and Tommy, this is the opportunity to do that. Back up with our leaders. It is really these four guys and everybody else here tonight. And I'm not making picks yet for the Final Four. But I will say, I wouldn't be shocked if it was these four guys. Greg Vial has turned it on recently. And, you know, some guys just shine when the going gets tough and in a playoff scenario. And Greg Vial is shining right now. He starts on the outside of Ryan Truex. The green flag will wave. And we are edging towards the finish of this Checkered Flag Books 200 event. Ryan Truex great off the restart yet again. Now Roger Diebold looking to the inside of the 26. Unable to complete the pass, though, as he stays in that 4th position. This is really where he's been since the drop of the green flag. Got Cole Gadgedoris behind us, but not a lot of pressure. Dives into the corner as the 26 tries to use the outside a little bit. Dude, I'd watch that. Gonna have to throw some blocks now. 38 is trying to shorten that corner to see if he can't make it around these guys. In the back, Chase Leahy. Move under the 34. He has not been able to move back up ever since those incidents earlier. Still fighting some damage on the front of his vehicle. Take a look at the Thundercam and see what he sees. Still up hard on the wheel. That gives you a great idea of just how hard his hands have to move, especially on exit. Like that 34 is driving well. Just got a bunch of roadblocks. A lot of guys in front of him. He can't seem to get around them. We thank TLC Incorporated for the Thundercam and Kubia's Tackle for the Kubia's Cam. Another great night with great shots from our sponsors and from our RL Productions Command Center. David Hall just made a pass on Tony Burleson on the outside. Ooh, caution has waved. Looks like the 7 of Matt Garrett ran into problems as Thomas Aaron is still on pit road. I'm assuming he's either fixing a lot of damage or he may be done for the day. Go back and see what happened to Matt Garrett. If I'm a betting man, I'm thinking loose on exit. Oh, actually, major contact with the 4. The 4 of Seth Gadgedoris. Beautiful truck, but bad moment there. Go take a look. He's got Steve Lachinsky on his outside. Steve not having his best day. Makes contact with the 99 and then gets up on the marble and gets loose. And Matt Garrett, unfortunately, taking out none of his doing. So the tough day continues for Matt Garrett. We know he has talent. We've seen him have speed at a couple different tracks, but right now, I think he's saying some beach. Myrtle Beach. Anyway, check back in on our leaders. Yes. Here's your top 5. Dustin Stallings now. He is the other one. It's basically a race for 5th place. Unless something catastrophic happens with these top 4. And judging by a lot of the races we've had here in the Thunderclap Stock Car Invitational, I bet your bottom dollar something's going to happen on that last lap because a lot of people have been looking at this 40 for a while, and that frustrates people. Let's see if we can't maybe dial up the 42 of Dustin Stallings real quick. Hey, Dustin, it's Bro up in the broadcast booth. Do you have me, sir?
Yes, sir, I got you.
All right, you got that 42 machine in 5th place. Been looking like a fun day out there. You've worked your way all the way through the field, but now you got the 4 toughest guys in the whole race. How are you going to get around them?
Oh, man, I couldn't even begin to figure out where to start out to tell you. I mean, it's been tough to pass my qualifying effort. It's been a struggle getting through the field, and I've just been getting lucky, missing wrecks, and just taking it one thing at a time.
Well, I don't like to say it's better to be lucky than good. I like to say it's good. Let me back it up. it's nice to be good and lucky. And I think you're good and lucky tonight because at 42, I've been watching it go through the field. I think you'll have a little bit something for him. We'll be watching. Get that time machine up there. We'll let you get back to team radio chats for the green flag.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
That is the driver of the 42, and we'll go ahead and follow along with him as the green flag comes out. Doesn't have the all one time. Right now, Roger Diebold working on the outside of the 26. And Greg Vial able to complete the pass, and Roger goes back to his respectful place of fourth. Gadjadouris actually moves along the outside of Dustin Stallings. And Tony Burleson, now he's under pressure by David Hall. Checkered flag books machine works his way on the inside of the playoff driver, Tony Burleson. And whoa, you can see that was Tommy Allen Jr. behind them, got way loose, but was able to save it. Back to this battle here. David Hall completes the pass, gets a little kiss from Tony Burleson, and that checkered flag book Chevy is on its way. Zunk, who had been the guy that was leading the group of tied drivers, now stuck in between a couple of them. There's Tommy Allen Jr. and Robert Walton in a battle with him, and don't look now. That 63 is feeling brand new and actually gets in the back bumper of Robert Walton and sends him flying. I was just about to comment at how quickly the 63 was coming through the field, and maybe a little too quick there. And look right off the rear bumper of the 66. 63 is saying, hi, I'm here. Just a little bit too much, but the 66 saves it and keeps it off the wall. Oh, Kamish. Has some explaining to do. Hey, Clap, it's Bo up in the booth. You got me, sir?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Well, that's a brand new 63 you got there, and I saw you cutting your way through the field there, and perhaps a little bit too quick. Looks like you got in the rear end of Robert Walton there. Was he holding you up?
Well, a little bit of slight retaliation. It was just a little bit of a bump and run move, man. He ran me up the racetrack earlier, and I didn't forget about it. So, I mean, it's bump and run.
Hey, it's playoff time. No give, no take. I like it. Like hearing a little bump and run action here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And yeah, I know the fans love it. Comments have been going crazy all night. We have ourselves a hell of a race going on tonight. And now you got yourself a fresh machine. Keep that, that rear view mirror tightened up because the 66 ain't too far behind. But hopefully you can get that 63 and do a little something with these top four because no one's been able to touch them all day.
Yeah, I don't know if I got anything for him. I think a top 10 is definitely not out of reach. A top 5 would be beautiful. So we're going to keep digging, man. Got 46 to go. It's in the 11th spot right now. Might have got a little bit of damage on the nose for that contact, but we'll see how it handles.
Looks all right to me, sir. I will let you know. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. Looks good from here, pal.
10-4, man. Appreciate it.
All right, sir. Get back after. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't see any damage that I would worry about, but what do I know? I'm just up here in the booth. Lights are off on the pace car, and it looks like at this point, Ryan Trost is like, I haven't passed anybody in a while. I just might pass the pace car. I mean, he has been pacing the field, so he might as well be the pace car at this point. Wow, the pace truck does pull off. Thank you again, Checkered Flag Books. We are just under 50 to go. Green flag is out. The Thunder rolls, and Ryan Truex does not get as good of a restart as he has all night, as the 69 almost loses it. Trying to get a outside position on the 40. Through, you can see the fans are all standing up. I know that it's going to get exciting here in a few. Tony Burleson right now, actually under pressure from, it looks like, the 57 of David Hall once again. These two have been duking it out for a while now. Side by side with the 57 of David Hall. Got to be frustrated. He has not had the day that he wanted to have. Check out the point situation. He needs all he can get. He needs to get up there and put some distance between him and the essentially three other guys that he's running against. Does clear the 57 of David Hall. Tommy Allen Jr. right behind him. Debo looked like he wanted to force an issue there with the 26 of Greg Vielle, but thought better of it. Slides it in there. Phew. .38 is leaving nothing to the imagination with his driving ability tonight. Working hard in that 38 machine. Just has not been able to get around any of these guys. Ooh, hits the curb there. That's going to hurt his time significantly. Doesn't have any pressure from behind, so he won't lose any positions from it. But that shows you just how hard he's working to try and get speed in that 38 and get around these guys. Battle between Chase Leahy and Robert Walton right now. Robert Walton will get the best of that one. Also one of those guys that needs as many positions as he can get to put some separation in that point standings. Back up towards the front. Apologize for my quietness. I'm just doing some number crunching to see if I can't figure out the actual points. I think that's just a little bit too much. One of these days I'll get a second person in here to help me out with those kind of things. Tyler Truex getting a bit of pressure now from Greg Vielle. But Ryan Truex continues to pull away. Roger was able to get back to the field, and actually now, with the distance or the issues that the 69 and 26 were having, he's able to catch up nice. Not looking like he's going to have any issues now, at least staying with the group. That is a whole another thing. Hey, thank you, Pops. Good old Dennis Seeley's in the house. Good to hear from you, sir. Thank you for the congratulations. Yes, I'm a married man and a happy man with a beautiful supermodel, smoking hot wife. Good to see you here in the chat. We've had ourselves an exciting race today. Let's do a little bit of a look back on the night. We've had 13 cautions, nothing like a short track. 3 lead changes. It's been primarily the Ryan Truex show, but it's been these top 4 all night long. Ryan Truex, Tyler Truex, Greg Vielle, and Roger Diebold. Well, Dustin Stallings did get himself back up to the 5th position. So that's nice to see. Roger Diebold actually lost a good amount of ground on these guys. Struggling with Dustin Stallings even giving him some problems. Stallings tries to work towards the outside, and I tell you, with Roger no longer on the back bumper of the 26, I wonder if this opens up the opportunity for the 26 to start trying some things like Roger was earlier. Roger clearly having some issues with that truck. I'd love to check in with him right now, but stabilize here, and then we'll do a version of our Kubia's tackle while they drive and chime up Roger while he runs. Let's check in on the 57 of that. Hold on a minute. Dustin Stallings making a move. Go nowhere. To complete the pass, but still along the outside. Oh, that was close. Oh, and actually it does send Roger around. Oh no, that's going to be a very unhappy Roger Diebold. And the caution will waive for that incident. Well, this gives us a perfect opportunity. Well, actually, it looks like nope, Brandon Cash already. May have been an issue with Seth Gadjadoris at the same time. Yes, it was. Luck of the Irish there for Roger Diebold, as Seth Gadjadoris had an issue at the exact same time that the 38 was sent around. Good, as they would say. Now the leaders are on pit road. Everybody going to get fresh tires here. Why wouldn't you? Let's take a look and see Ryan Truex will beat them off pit road with Tyler Truex right there with him. And Roger actually taking some time maybe to fix some damage. A slow stop for Roger. No, he wasn't. Well, if you think about it, he had lost some space, but he still comes out in the top 10, so he will be a factor in this. Let's see if we can't dial him up real quick. Hey, Roger, it's Bo up in the broadcast booth. Do you have me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've been trying to talk to you all night, but I was letting you focus because it's been you and the other guys all day long. You top 4. I mean, it has been so exciting to watch you guys, but unfortunately, Dustin Stallings clipped the apron there, and that obviously sent you around, but luck be a lady. Seth Gatchadors had his issue at the same time. What was your strategy going in and getting those 4 fresh tires? What are you going to do to get yourself back up there now?
Man, I don't know. We're gonna be restarting with like 14 to go, something like that. I don't know. They're fast. I mean, every time I look down, we're running identical lap times. I was getting them a little bit on entry, but they were definitely getting on the gas a little bit sooner than me. So it's tough. I felt like the only way to get around them was to move them, and I didn't want to do it like that. So just riding around trying to figure out how to get around them, and now we got a little bit of traffic to work through, but I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, well, the 38s looked good all day. I know you've been working that thing. Looks like you may actually have a little bit of some fun happening down there. Did Ryan Truex get an EOL perhaps? He is not a factor in this restart sitting back in 12th.
Yeah, I believe he was caught speeding or something of that nature. I noticed that too. Not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, it'd be for speeding on pit road.
Well, that shakes everything up. I'm going to send you back to the booth as we're about to hit the green flag with a little more than 10 to go, sir.
Sweet. Thank you.
Go and get after it. We're pulling for you. On the restart. Oh, Tyler Truex loses it. Major contact then with Tony Burleson. And this is what happens when you stay up late with Thunderclap. Tyler Truex, for the first time restarting, he has not had to been the go guy and just loses it by himself. Tony Burleson comes up and gets it into him. Oh, no. Tough break for Tyler Truex. He had been following the 40 all race long. And now as the control car, kind of like a few years back at the Roval, I know this isn't a Roval by any means, but just when you are that lead guy and you're setting that pace, it's hard to gauge where to let off. And after 188 laps of following, 69 cakes it into the wall. And that's essentially going to destroy his chances at a win here tonight. He did decide to stay out and not fix any of that damage, so he'll be restarting in what looks like the 15th position. Oh, hell, son, I'd go in and fix some stuff. But that makes your leader, as it stands, the 42 of Dustin Stallings. Well, hell, let's piss off a couple people and see if we can't get them. Hey, Dustin, it's Bo up in the broadcast booth. You got me, sir?
What's going on, man?
Hey, look, I feel like I'm your lucky charm at this point. You're up there in the catbird seat sitting P1 with 10 to go, my friend. I just want to wish you good luck out here and watch your back because you got some fast guys behind you. But like we said, I think that Tide truck could get some speed up there.
I appreciate it, man. I hope I don't get jinxed here, but my nerves are all over the place right now.
Well, that's why we like getting checking in on you nice and when you're feeling raw. But you know, good luck out there. Hope you can pull that Tide machine into victory lane. We'll be pulling for you.
I appreciate it, man. Let's see if we can get this thing to victory lane.
Hell yeah. All right, sir. We'll chat with you after the race.
Thank you.
All right, there's the 42, your new leader after all of that mess. Don't look now. He's got Greg Vielle and Roger Diebold right behind him, and we know those cats are fast. This will be the 42's first chance at a control car all race long as well. Ryan Truex still not a factor, sitting in the 11th position. But all the things are interesting. And as Pop said, it is not a dirt track, Tyler. Yes, that is true. He was definitely treating it like it was one there. Hard being that control car after following for such a long time. But the pace car will pull off. We'll have 7 laps to go when they cross the line. This is the Checkered Flag Books 200 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. I'm Bo Condon, your broadcaster, and the Thunder will roll. Dustin Stallings with a great restart, and then he loses it almost the exact same way. They're all tightened up at the back. And it looks like Greg Vielle is going to be your leader. A bit of a lag there. Missed the camera angle. Go back and see what happened to Dustin Stallings there, I guess. Damn, we may have jinxed the man. Here you are on the restart. Enters really high, does a great job at blocking, but you can see same way that Tyler Truex does it, loses it, tries to save it, gets up in the marbles, and goes around. Oof, makes some contact with the 63. 79 goes airborne. The 67, even the 57 got some damage in that too. 79 and the 57 can't get away from each other. But now Dustin Stallings, unfortunately, on pit road, and I'm not going to go check in on him right now because I kind of think he jinxed him. My bad. Well, now it's up to Greg Vielle in the 26. He'll be the control car for the first time. Can he keep her straight? He has to be thinking, good Lord, the last two guys have lost it on the restart. And now I've got Roger Diebold, a guy that was out of this race. He's been following me all night, and he's back again. This isn't... we knew what the top 5 was all day, and this is shook up. You've got Greg Vielle, Cole Gadgedoris, Roger Diebold, and Justin Clapper, and Ryan Zunk. We talked about how he had made the most points early on over all those guys that are tied for the final playoff spot. And now he's sitting there in the top 5. Which, the way things have been going, could very well be the catbird seat at this point. This is going to be an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we thank you for staying up late with us here at the Thunderclap Stock Car Invitational. We look forward to wrapping up our first season. We'll have 6 races to go by the end of tonight in this inaugural season as we prepare for next year's Thunderclap Stock Car Series. Tonight's race is sponsored by Checkered Flag Books, and it is the Checkered Flag Books 200. Thank you to Victoria Hall. Thank you to David Hall and everyone at Checkered Flag Books for coming on board tonight. The pace truck pulls off. Greg Vielle controls the start. And the green flag is out. The Thunder rolls. Oh, Greg Vielle holds on, but Cole Gadgedoris loses it a bit. Now it is a race between Roger Diebold and Greg Vielle. The white flag waves. This next flag ends the race. Can Roger Diebold make a move on the 26? If he's going to do it, it has to happen right now. He's not going to be able to get there. Greg Vielle comes in the playoffs and gets himself a victory at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Roger Diebold in second. Ryan Zunk moves all the way up to third. Cole Gadjador is fourth. Justin Clapper rounds out the top five. And David Hall, our sponsor truck for tonight, finishes in the sixth position. Fantastic race. You could see Ryan Truex made his way back up to the top 10, but after dominating this entire race, it was not enough. And Greg Vielle, your winner, ladies and gentlemen, in the Checkered Flag Books 200. There, he says, now I'll lose it off of turn number 2. Oof. That's not going to buff out. And just like that, Elvis has left the building. Greg Vielle, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. We will now try and get the top 3 into our broadcast booth. Real quick, we will step aside for our station identification. They are wrecking just like that. Oh, a humongous impact. Just like that, we have ourselves some drama on hand.
Things are heating up.
Back forward for the lead.
I think Roger got it. I think Roger got the win.
Is in the air. He is Dogecoin to the moon.
And that's the kind of racing you get in Thunderclap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. These are your unofficial results. Justin, I hear you are here in the booth. How about that exciting finish?
Man, what a race. I don't know what it looked like to you viewers, but man, I battled my tail off tonight. And man, I'm so proud of, well, I guess myself and the 63 team of just kind of keeping it together and being able to click off a top 5 after a little bit of drama out there. But man, what a night. Big congratulations to Greg Vielle. I do believe he just joined us here in the booth. Greg, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. You got me.
Got you loud and clear, man. An eventful night for many drivers tonight. Some drama all over the racetrack, but you were able to keep that in the rear view and look out the windshield with heavy pressure from Roger Diebold there at the end. What did it take for you to hold the 38 off and collect the W here at Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, I mean, Roger's pretty fast every week. I always find myself next to him at some point in the race. But on that last restart, coming to the white flag, I knew I overdrove it into 1, and I thought he was going to get up to me, and then we were able to hold him off, get into the backstretch, and coming into 3 and 4.
I hear you, man. Well, congratulations to you, and a much, much deserved. I mean, what a build up from when you started in this league. I got to say, the improvement is shown. I talked with Tyler Truex earlier this week, and he talked about some of the goals he had for Tyler Truex Racing, and I mean, there it is, victory lane. Can't beat it. Can't get any better than that. So, congratulations to you. And we'll definitely have a little bit of prize moolah coming to you from our sponsors. So we'll talk privately on that, and congratulations to you.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys hosting the league. I enjoy coming here every week.
Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Greg.
Thank you.
And our second place finisher, your number 1 seed coming into tonight's race, Roger Diebold. Roger, we were in the admins chat together throughout this race and discussed a lot of strategy moves and handling, and you were able to keep it pretty much in the top 4 all night long. Take us through your night. I know you said that it was pretty difficult to pass once you guys got strung out. Take us through what it was like.
Yeah, I mean, it felt pretty good for the most part. Definitely loose on new tires going into the corner. I think that's where a lot of the cautions came from. But man, Greg and Truex, both Truexes were just fast. I mean, I was looking at my little ticker over here, and we were running like identical lap times every single time. So I spent most of the race trying to figure out how to get around him cleanly. And then at the end there, once he pulled me on the restart, I was hoping he would miss the corner, but he hung in there, and Greg stuck it in there and was good to go. And there was no way I was going to pass him without wrecking us both. So congratulations to him. It was fun racing around him all race long.
Absolutely. You'll be really curious to see how the points shake up. Looks like you'll probably keep that top seed, but Ryan Truex, that is, definitely shorten the gap when it comes to bonus points. Not sure how it'll play out with points, though, in this. We'll have those posted later tonight. And Ryan Truex, unfortunately, with some bad luck there at the end, finishes in the 7th position. So that second place, a good points day for you.
Yeah. Hopefully we keep the points lead here and keep the momentum going all the way through the playoffs and make it to the Final Four, and then we'll see what we got for them.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on another podium. And on to the 3rd position, Ryan Zunk finishes 3rd in his 23 machine. Zunk, you look like you had a roller coaster of a night throughout the field. What was it like from the seat of that 23 truck?
Man, all night I was just trying to survive, get as much points as possible, just so I can make it through each stage and try beating that 88, 66, and the 79 because we're all tied. So I was just trying to beat them every time and just survived enough to get a P3 finish out of it. So I'm all good on my end, very satisfied. So.
You're definitely a good points day for you. Will be interesting to see how the points shake up as we head to New Hampshire next week in the Xfinity cars. Another track that we'll be going to for the first time this season. As a matter of fact, every racetrack in this round is a first-time racetrack. Bo, I know you're excited for that one. I don't know if that's a racetrack you've been to or not, but I know that it's a beautiful scenery and a racetrack that can tend to string out, get along green flag runs, but also very slick and could be treacherous and almost bring the same kind of racing we saw tonight. What are you looking forward to next week as we go up there racing for some lifestyle?
So here's your deal. I think you're being funny because you know damn well I hate New Hampshire. That is my worst track. It was an absolute hellhole in the Hellraiser League of old, and I don't want to talk about no New Hampshire. I'll broadcast the damn thing, but I'm probably just not even. I'm gonna like have the TV on while it's going on because I just hate that place. But boy, oh boy, is it an exciting place to watch a race. We've seen some crazy finishes in the past there with the Cup guys. I'm sure when we bring the Xfinity cars there, we will show out the same way. You can see some bump and runs there. It's so damn flat. It's so hard to pass. Sounds a lot like what we had going on here tonight. And when you're talking about halfway through the round of the second round and you only have a few more chances to lock yourself into the Final Four, the patience is going to continue to run thinner and thinner, and people are going to start remembering stuff that happened at this race, the race before that, and stuff all the way back at the beginning of the season because it's go time. And if you're in this playoff fight, there is no give, there is only take.
Absolutely right, and I'm looking forward to watching that give and take next week, and we'll be back at the same time, same bat channel here at Thunderclap Stock Car Invitational. And Bo, we're beyond thrilled to have you back, my man. You did a wonderful job tonight, as you always do. Congrats on the wedding once again. But hey, man, honeymoon time's over. Okay, we got a league to finish.
Back to work. Real quick, I want to shout out everybody in the comments tonight. Love seeing such an active comment section. Thank you all for chiming in. We love hearing your 2 cents, and I hope to get more of that next week. And our last comment of the night did come from the 93 of Thomas Aaron. He said, I really effed up tonight, boys. I'm sorry. It's okay, Thomas. That's what wins are for. You got wins on the board. That's all that matters. We'll move on to next week. But speaking of moving on to next week, for Justin Clapper, our league commissioner, our top three, our winner, Greg Vielle, our second place winner, Roger Diebold, and our guy that scored a lot of points here tonight when he needed to, Ryan Zunk, in the third position, alongside Justin Clapper, our league commissioner, and everybody at Race Control, Justin White, Kyle Nuker, everybody that makes this thing happen week in and week out. I'm Bo Condon. Thank you all for joining us in this installment of the Thunderclap Playoffs. Next week, we do go get some lobster up there in New Hampshire. Be sure to tune in. We'll see you all next week. And for those of you still looking to lock yourself into the playoffs, well, why don't you just let the thunder roll?
Whoa, whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra